Okay. Are we live? Yeah, but I don't think I changed the thumbnail. Nope. So it still says Celeste stuff. Let's fix that. Only thing I needed to change. And the tags. I think I passed it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We'll turn on my chat extension. Wrong thumbnail? Yeah, I just forgot to change it. It was my sister's birthday today, so things ran a little late. Yep, how's it going? It was my sister's birthday today, so things ran late. I'd say the party was pretty fun. We had some family come over today, which is more than I was expecting. Expected to just be a little party with our immediate family. So yeah, thumbnail should be fixed now. Yep, there we go. So yeah, last time we encountered a lot of Act 1 stuff. No idea how we are going to go about that, though. There's a Discord server I'm in, and we're planning to make a DDLC anime. I wish you guys the best of luck with that. I have no idea how it's going to go, but I wish you the best of luck. Yep. We'll go to this. There we go. So yeah, in regard to the mod itself, it did have a lot of what I call Act 1 syndrome, what I and other mod players call Act 1 syndrome, where like it follows, you know, the general story of, you know, the base game Act 1, which that in itself, you know, is not a problem. It's just how you know, differentiate yourself. And I'd say this mod, you know, did an alright job of that, because it expanded on things, and we had a focus on Natsuki, so, yeah. Yo, what's up, Imprudent? How you doing? How's your day been? And I'm not going to waste too much time sending out links since it's already 12:30. This is going to be a short episode. So let's just jump right in. Yes, I know about that. Funny it gives me that hint while we're still in the Act 1 stuff. I'm pretty good. It was my sister's birthday today, so you know, that was fun. Got her some new bowls that have a nice design, and in them, I did two things. There was a gift card to a mac and cheese place because she loves mac and cheese, and as a bit of a joke, because she went to the dentist today, I bought a pack of floss and put that in there as a joke. So yeah, that was fun. You're trying to figure out the 2.1 version of the EMR phone? What's different about it? Anyway, it's Sunday. I've been getting very anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Don't be. You'll be fine. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it's not helping much. Wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Absolutely. Not. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. Her use of cute language whilst texting makes me smile. I'm pretty sure she'd never utter the word cuppy bakes in real life. No, that is texting language. I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Yeah, maybe we should go do something about that. I hope she's feeling better. Monica seemed to be pretty sure she'd be okay. But I can't help but worry about the way she was acting, and the thought preys on my mind until I can no longer stand it. Instead of wallowing in doubt, I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, like we always used to. Hey, how's it going, Sarah? Ugh, my throat's got that weird feeling again. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like it's no big deal. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Then again, she's not feeling well. Can hardly blame her. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Ben. Hey, yeah, it's that scene. You know, I was talking, Act 1 syndrome. This is kind of what I mean. We're still following, like, basic Act 1 stuff. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. She refuses to make eye contact, instead gazing off into the void over my left shoulder. There's a minute of silence between us. The tension is peaking. Excuse me. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Ah, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had for years now. Hey, Mr. Cow! Yeah, he's still here. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess, though. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Hey, what's up, Alex? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sarah had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, I suppose that's true. Yes, well yes it is. What about you? Aren't you gonna help Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. Poor silence. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is very uncharacteristic. Yeah. I finally get to the point. Good choice. Just be straight. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. Something's wrong. You can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, she smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Ben. Ugh. Why can't it just be like it's always been? I place my hands on Sayori's shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Whoa. Whoa, settle down, boy. Stay calm. You need to stay calm. Too tired from tonight's shit. Don't really care. Fair enough, mate. Sometimes you just gotta come back to it another time. I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. You're not helping. She gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Ben. Monica's rolling her eyes. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Ugh. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Ben? Yep. The famous moment from Act 1. I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is... Cue dramatic drum roll. I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy in caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. He's in disbelief. He's shook. He doesn't know what's happening. He's like, what? How could this happen to my best friend? I can't even figure out how to respond. Hey, what's up, Ninja? Just more Act 1 stuff. It's Sunday in game, so we'll be out of it soon enough. How is it possible that Sarah kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Yes, boy, that's exactly what she wanted. She wanted you to make friends with everybody else so that she could disappear. How, Sayori? How could I never realized? Because you're a little thick in the head. Should have paid more attention to you. If I knew, I would have done something. Anything. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. I just wish I'd known sooner. You don't understand at all, Ben. Yeah, it is. Why do you think I didn't let you find out all this time? Because if you did, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. That is so dark, man. If you find yourself thinking like this, get some help, man. Dude, that's all I can say. Just get some help. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like the bat is being swung against my head. Oh. Yeah, it really makes you feel bad for her. Like, the fact that she's laughing about that is just sad, man. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and with everyone in the club. Seeing you and Natsuki get closer and closer. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. After all that, he just comes back with, "You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand." Do you, though? Do you? Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Ben. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down her face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This is a sad scene, man. I pull her into a tight embrace. Be her rock, man. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. Sure, Jan. All the hugs, all the head pats for Sayori, everybody. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll do my best to make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, you better tell me. Get mad if you don't. Not helping. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ben. And that's why you need help, so that somebody can help you understand these feelings, Sayori. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Normally it's the other way around. It's when someone's touch is cold instead of warm. It's usually a metaphor. This wasn't on the schedule? Yeah, it was. Yeah, Wednesday. Summer Hope, Part 2. Check announcements channel. That's where I post the schedule. I always post the stream schedule there. Technically, I was supposed to play a different Natsuki mod, but that Natsuki mod has not had a release yet. So, we're playing this mod instead. It's an older mod I've wanted to play for several years now. That's also a Natsuki mod. Right now, we're just looking at some base game stuff. We're on Sunday of this mod's version of the base game. So, once we get past that, we'll be in new territory. She lets me go. 50 Shades of Pink? Hold up. Hold up. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I saw somebody post a mod with a 50 Shades of something title as like a joke once. But maybe I'm thinking of a different game. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? What about not... It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. She wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should No! Don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But... at the very least, do you want to come along and help out? No. We're not at that point yet. Hold your horses. It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if being the third wheel would be very good for me today. Besides, I get the feeling she wants to alter herself. You understand, right? Ah, maybe, but it would still be worth it to try and get you out of the house. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I promise. Bye, Ben. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit the house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. Hey, Zach figured out 2.1 exit music Redux phone. Golf clap for Zach. Nice. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you figured it out. He makes his own mods, so he was trying to figure out how to use the exit music Redux phone for his mod, and he figured it out. Sometimes stubborn persistence pays off, dude. I'm happy for you. I try to focus on the positives. We're gonna have a great time at the festival. I'll get everyone together, and we'll all do our best to support Sayori over the coming semester. Yeah! And now Natsuki's coming over. I'm getting kind of nervous. I won't lie to myself. What started as a curiosity in this complicated young woman has turned into a full-blown crush. A whole day of possibilities lies before me. Crop what? I promised myself not to squander it dwelling on the situation earlier. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. I give the kitchen a quick once-over, at least to make it seem a little less untidy. I even cleaned the dirty old oven tray that had been sitting there for longer than I'd care to admit. Before too long, though, Natsuki texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the door to let her in. Hey, you. Sup? What? Oh, duh. Natsuki. Wow. What? I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Yeah, Earth to MC. You're staring. Say something. Hello? Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. Told ya. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. I don't know if you're talking about me or our boy. Anyway, I'm coming in. That's a lot of stuff. She's carrying a huge bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. What do we need demi-rara sugar for? Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home yesterday. All in good time, young Padawan. Good job on the shopping list, though. I'm glad I could count on you. Thanks. Uh-huh. Of course. What? No insults? Not even a little jab at me? Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Don't get your hopes up, boy. Anyway, kitchen's this way. Whoa, 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 you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Is that any way to treat a lady, Ben? Oh, please. Yep, I saw that. Very nice job. I thought you didn't need me to do everything for you. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me anyway. Oh, shit! Seen bricks. Lead bricks. I carried that all the way here. Were you impressed? Actually, yes. Damn, girl. You're stronger than you look. I always manage to underestimate you, don't I? Maybe it's because you're so fun size. Ass. She hits a powerful tiny fist into my chest. Hey, you really hate being small that much. Look at it from the perspective of Natsuki. When everyone around you is bigger than you, you feel tiny in the world. Trust me, this is something my sister and my mom know all too well. They are both on the short side. And oh my god. Every time they need to reach for something, like if she's doing cooking in the kitchen and she needs to get something from the upper cupboards that she just can't reach, it's like, I can help you with that, yeah. I can tell why, Dan. I can tell why. Because we're just doing Act 1 stuff. Just be patient. We'll get through it. It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and better than other people. But... oh, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Hey, you're the one who went on that train of thought, not me. Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we gonna get started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Everybody is. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. Yeah. You've got about 5 or 6 inches on me. And just because I'm not all thigh meat like Monica or packing E-cups like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. What was that, Natsuki? Got something to say? We're not recording, we're streaming. There's a difference, you. Yeah, Zach, you're right around where I'm at, if not a little bit taller. Cause I'm not quite 5'8", but I'm like right below 5'8". Like, Natsuki. Forget it! I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, Natsuki. Definitely. I didn't do any kind of martial arts growing up. Just because I ate all thigh meat like Monica. Just because I'm not all thigh meat. I can't believe that line. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should be a little more considerate. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys into petite girls. Yeah, you know what they say. Plenty of fish in the sea. How would you know that anyway? Well, let's just say I've acquired an appreciation recently. Where is this coming from? Ugh, gross. Hey! Best not be talking to me. I'm talking to him. Talking to me.
Who's talking to who here? Who else?
So you are talking to me. Damn it. Let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Ben. She smiles deviously. Oh, please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic rags are strewn about everywhere. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Ben, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon. I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. You know, I remember being part of a food study once, where, you know, we ate the same food, but, you know, colored different, and was asked if we thought it had a different taste. And I think a lot more people said yes than no, just because of the color. Like, I think we had, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like, you know, the same type of, like, either pudding or jello, and it was just colored different. And yeah, we were told to ask if it had we were told, you know, to report if we thought it tasted different. You know, from like the control one, which was just, I don't know, a vanilla or something. Like, I just decided I wanted to do that once, because I had nothing better to do. I don't do that kind of thing regularly. In fact, it was pretty much just that one time, I think. I don't know why I went along with it. I just did. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Duh. You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Oh, come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all! Can't you at least try to have fun? I am having fun, though. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. When you're like our boy here, yes it is. Because you're not doing this to have fun, you're doing this to survive. Yes, I can see your amusement. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sari and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that, too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk in a huge bowl for the icing. Oh, it's this scene. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. She grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, she sticks a finger into the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! She suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. Uh-huh. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. If the Dokis were different classes in an RPG, Natsuki would absolutely be the glass cannon type of character. Somebody that hits hard and fast, but can't really take many hits in return. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki's pulling causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Rose, got it on my face! And whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue. You know what? Take this! She instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Ultra Instinct Natsuki. She tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one too. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Ooh, so forceful. Don't take that out of context, folks. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know.
saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
But it's fun, though.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Yep.
Awkward!
What?
Now you've gone and done it. Eat the finger.
Did you seriously just...
She's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is wholly red.
Ben, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? She gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breathing. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Maybe it's the heat of the moment. Maybe you should stop and reconsider what you're doing. This is it. Now or never. Wait. Slow down here, boy. Slow down. Yep. Okay, so it is what I thought was gonna happen. I can see what you think about that, hon. I see. I lean in and kiss her gently on the lips. Yeah. Yeah, I don't recall that happening. I answer her question simply. This is the part where I half expect her to freak out and call me gross again, or pervert, or hit me really hard. It never comes. She doesn't say a word. She just kisses me back. Well, that was different. Come on, off you get. She pushes me off herself with strength, which again belies her small frame. If we don't get a move on, we won't have the cupcakes ready for the festival. Monica will think we were just goofing off all day. Well, to be fair, you kinda were just there. She places the trays of different colored cupcakes into the oven. She sets the timer, and we turn our attention to the icing. We finish the mixing and pour each color into a different piping bag. I notice now that all of her equipment is from school. Oh, yeah, from the home ec room. That's right. You spend a lot of time there, don't you? She leans on my shoulder as we wait for the cupcakes to finish baking. Hey, Natsuki, you're so good at this. Have you ever thought about doing anything with it? Huh? After you graduate, I mean, you could probably make a profession out of this. You're missing a letter there. You're missing an A.
Well, I am a pro. But nah, no thanks.
You're so talented, though. This reminds me of my mom with the cakes that she makes for our family events. Everyone tells her, you know, she could start her own bakery with how good she is at it. Because seriously, I know I'm probably far from the first person to say this about like their mom's homemade cakes. But seriously, the cakes that she makes at home are the fucking best I've ever had. Like, nothing else comes close. And I don't just have my testimony to back that up. You could ask, you know, anybody that I work with in my department, because, you know, I brought some when I was working on my birthday up there this year. And I left it in the break room, just said, hey, you know, whoever wants some, it's in there for you. I had people saying, can we have a cake like this every week? And shit like that. Like, they were like, we gotta make a petition to make this a regular thing. So yeah, I mean, you don't get much higher praise than that. Like for real. One of the guys from Produce even. At first when he saw it, he was like, nah. He's like, nah, thanks. Then he starts hearing everybody else in the back talking about it. And he's like, okay, I've gotta have this for myself. Just he changed his mind that fast. And after he has a slice of his own, he's like, oh my god. Because it's just that good. But yeah, she doesn't make a business out of it because she doesn't want to deal with that. Driving is so nerve-wracking, Cerberus. I know the feeling, mate. Was talking about that with somebody in stream last night on Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, when you're first learning how to drive, it's terrifying. But you'll learn to get past it the more you keep driving. It's just a matter of becoming comfortable behind the wheel. Especially when you find yourself a car that you really like. Like the car I've been driving for the last year or two, my Buick Encore. Whew! I thought it was a little small at first. But oh my god, I love that thing. Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember those days, dude. I remember those days, you know, being nervous to get behind the wheel and, you know, do some practice driving. Because it's like, all you can think about is, you know, I don't want to fuck this up. 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 But like I said, it's the kind of thing you learn to get past the more that you drive, and the more you get comfortable behind the wheel. Again, like I said, especially once you have your own car that you really love to drive. So, yeah. If Brad were here, this is something he could tell you all about. This is his moment.
Ben, think about it. Baking would be my job then, not my hobby.
Exactly. That's why streaming isn't my job, and I have a day job. Plus, I actually saw a video pop up in my recommended the other day that the ad revenue for a lot of YouTubers is tanking so hard right now. Stuff like that is why I don't want to do this for a career. Like, this is not a career thing. This is a hobby thing. I just do this to have fun. I'm not in this to make money. I just want to have fun and be entertaining. Like, if I'm not doing that, and, like, I'm trying to... You know, obviously, yeah, I could set this up in a way where I could earn from doing this. But I don't want to do that. Because that makes it less fun for me. It makes it not about, you know, the games that I'm playing, the mods that I'm showcasing. And that's the whole point of this. We're here to look at mods that the community's made, and we're here, you know, to look at games that I want to play, or that you all want me to play. That's what I'm all about here. I'm all about just having fun here. Having fun, being entertaining. At least trying to be. So as long as I'm doing that, I'm happy. That's what I love about this.
Yes, yes it is, Cerberus. Crazy.
It could end up with me getting bored of it or even hating it. Baking is too important to me to let that happen.
Don't you have any dreams for the future?
Well, one, it's kind of embarrassing though.
Come on, you can tell me.
Nuh-uh. No way. Come on, 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 come on. I prod her shoulder repeatedly until she snaps. Stop it! I'm not telling you, you jerk. Natsuki, I'm... Not yet, okay? I want to. I really want to. Just... There's things I need to figure out first. About you. Oh, cool. What kind of things do you mean? Tell you anything you want to know about me. Look, just give me some time, okay? My head is all over the place right now. I wasn't expecting to feel like this. Like, what, exactly? You know damn good and well what. What other kind of feeling could she be talking about when it's just the two of you? That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, take these. She hands me the piping bags from earlier. I have these nozzles that would make it look nice and fluffy. Like how icing is supposed to look. And I like fluffy. I like floof. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. You can also use this to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh. Fascinating. That gives me an idea, actually. Huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? You can make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Oh. Huh. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
Yes, you are.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. Can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're friggin' adorable. Well, same with you.
Ugh. Did you say something?
You're cute too. Now shut up. Let's just do the icing. She picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do. We shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me the chance to think about before, she quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and we each get to work. When we're finally finished, she puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh, I wish I could have one now. But there's no reason you can't, right? Bad! Bad! Bad boy! I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but it'd be bad if I put on a load of weight. Really? Yeah, so just be glad it's me and not Sayori, alright?
Yeah, Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. Yes, she is. She's like a black void. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. She would still eat dinner.
Oh, come on, that's just unhealthy. When my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home before dinner.
Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Should have thought about that. Well, that wasn't even a consideration coming into today, so... It's not like you'll always have this chance. Maybe if you'd spend less time trying to get me to do weird stuff with you. Hey! What do you mean by that?
As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
Just bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish you could listen to me. I wish you would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Ah, yeah.
I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today.
I felt so helpless.
Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
Yeah, you too. I'll walk you out. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Yeah? Where did the time go, huh? Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Eh?
What you said before about not always having this chance. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. I don't just mean the obvious. You showed me how fun baking can be, just like you wanted. Aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere,
Do you really mean that?
She looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. She's trying to keep herself together. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you.
Ben, you actually like me. I thought you were just leading me on. Kinda had it in my head that you wanted one thing. Oh. I'm so sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
She suddenly gets closer to me. Well then. This is quick. Natsuki. Mere inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. Her other fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Welcome back, dude. What is happening? My head goes dizzy as I feel her soft breathing against me.
So please... kiss me again.
Looks like you're just in time this time. She leans in and my lips meet hers. Yeah, they're getting into the thick of things pretty quick. This kiss is different from before. The playful sweetness from earlier is gone and replaced with something more urgent and passionate. Neither of us want it to end. We could stay like this forever. She suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Huh?
Hello. Hi, Ben.
Sayori!
It's okay, Ben. I just stopped by to say hi.
Did you though?
Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad.
Yeah. Well, Sarah's that one friend that says they aren't jealous, but they really are.
I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori... I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What do you think, boy? The thing she just interrupted. What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you found someone. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Ben? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that!
It's true, Ben. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was wrong. I don't deserve...
Monica?
Monica's wrong about what?
She's like, shit, I've said too much. Sayori. I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm so used to this. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something I wouldn't trade for anything else. Even if it takes a lifetime. To be by your side so you don't feel any more pain.
But...
She looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Ben. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. And I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And
It's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Slide my hand down Sarah's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. Yup. Monica's just like... Here we go. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. What truth? She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. Oh, you mean that, when you approached her and had her look into things. You know, it's kind of funny you're not even going to bring up and press Sayori for what Monica told her. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
She forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Is this what it feels like? To be torn straight in half? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori?
It's okay. This is just my punishment. Remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Ben. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
Eh?
Interesting choice, Marad. Interesting choice. Why the Just Monica music, though? We about to see some shit? What's about to happen?
I'm confused.
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. That scream. That goddamn scream. It's so alien, but so familiar. Wait. Wait. You remember? He remembers? I don't remember that about this mod. Do you understand that this is a mod? Or you at least understand that this is not the first time this has happened? You seem happy about that. Memory wasn't fully wiped. I guess not. Why do I know that scream? It burns through my brain like 1,000 hot knives. Over and over. Stabbing and stabbing. Rending, tearing my very existence apart. Make it stop. Oh! And we're back now. We now continue your regularly scheduled Act 1 syndrome. What was that about? Like I said, I don't seem to remember that from when I played this on my own a couple of years ago. I don't remember that part. She looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning and running off. Now I'm very curious to see how the festival day goes. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why do I feel so horrible about this? I haven't done anything wrong. She can't hold the way I feel about Natsuki to ransom.
Most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and get her the help she needs. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. That's why you need professional help, boy. Maybe seeing everyone at the festival will help. The company of my friends always helps me when I'm feeling blue. Perhaps after tomorrow, I'll see if I can get her to see a doctor. After tomorrow. Yeah. Let's just hope it's not too late, boy. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. We'll get this under control. We can only hope. Sleep does not come easily tonight. I lie there, tossing and turning. The day's events playing over in my mind. Finding out about Sayori's condition. An amazing day with Natsuki. When we took a step towards being more than just friends. A little too soon, if you ask me. And then to have it end on such a sour, discordant note. Does Sayori really feel that way? How long for? As I ponder these things, sleep finally takes me. Oh, just Monica music again. Get out of my head. Sayori's perspective. Get out of my head. Oh. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I can listen to everything they said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Don't show me that right now, game. Oh, why'd you have to go there? I bolt upright. I awake bolt upright and sweat soaked. My alarm clock displays the time bright and proudly. 4 a.m. Hey! What the hell? What the hell? What was that? What did you see? Sayori? God. Oh God. Sayori! My body moves on its own, motivated by panic and a singular purpose. Without thinking, I throw on the first clothes that come to hand and head out into the night towards Sayori's. Did you bring a knife? Sprinting and panting, tears and sweat mix as they stream down my face. Please be okay, please be okay, please be okay. My muscles burn with each step. Feel the burn, it's good for you. My pace slows, try as I might to keep up. I take sucking gulps of air, my body failing to match my mind's fervor. Come on, build up some stamina, boy. Jesus Christ. Gasping expletives into the night air. I've slowed to a crawl by the time I reach my destination. It's not even that far, bro. Calm down. What am I doing here? It was just a dream, right? There's no way any of that was real. What made me run all the way here like my life depended on it? Like her life depended on it. What? Am I some kind of prophet now? Who knows? With this game's logic, maybe you are. I'm just jumping at shadows. It's a pretty vivid dream, though. You're not even at least gonna investigate? After what you just heard today?
You best hope that doesn't come back to bite you in the ass, boy. If that's really your decision. Okay. I revisualize it and immediately shudder regretfully. It's nothing. It's nothing. Just a nightmare. I say this to myself aloud to make myself believe it. I'm just about to turn back when a figure approaches out of the darkness.
Ben? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. What are you doing still awake in your school uniform at 4 o'clock in the morning? What am I doing here? What is she doing here? I would just say touche. Hey, that's my line, boy.
I'm checking on a hunch. If you're here, and you've somehow come to the same conclusion, we really need to get inside that house.
Did she see it too? That dream that I had? Was it really just a dream after all? I had a nightmare. I saw Sayori. She was...
So that's how it is. So that's it, huh? How troublesome. We don't have time to talk about that now, though.
She slides a bobby pin out of her hair and pulls a screwdriver out of her purse. Deftly, she goes to work on the lock on Sayori's front door. However, things don't seem to be going to plan.
Oh, why isn't this working? I should be able to.
She jiggles the lock again, becoming increasingly frustrated. She eventually throws down her tools and slams herself against the door. Just saying, hon, brute force is not always going to be the answer to these problems.
Oh, damn it.
Let me help. On 3. Sure, maybe the two of you combined can do it. 1, 2, 3. The lock buckles and the door swings open. Nice job. We both stumble across the threshold as we fight against the momentum we built up. Stopping for a moment to right ourselves, we proceed into the unlit house. Our forced entry does not seem to have raised any alarm. Surely if Sayori was in, she'd have heard that. Even she isn't that heavy of a sleeper, surely. The thought redoubles my sense of urgency, and I quickly ascend the stairs, Monica in tow. As we reach the landing, Sayori's bedroom is clear to see. A halo of light reaches out from the cracks in the door. Panic grasps me as I grip the handle. Please be okay. I gently open the door. Famous last words. Say yo. Jesus Christ, that artwork though. It took a moment to register what I was seeing before me. Monty, I hope you have something prepared for this. Yeah, this game has these warnings for a reason. My best friend hanging from a noose. Eyes wide with terror, clawing at her throat. Tearing gouges from her neck, blood covering her fingers. Oh god! Sayori!
We're not too late. Grab her legs and take the weight off her neck. I'll get the noose off. Go!
I position myself underneath Sayori with a leg over each shoulder and lift her up. Yeah, I imagine any Sayori fan that sees that tonight is gonna shit their pants. Like, seriously. Kudos to the artwork there. That is fucking disturbing. Especially the way her eyes are bulging like that. Like, it perfectly conveys the desperation of the situation. So, hats off to the art. It was very well done. She immediately takes huge, rasping breaths of air, wheezing and coughing as she does so. She holds on to me, the blood from her fingers soaking into my shirt. Monica reaches up and slips the noose from around Sarah's throat and off over her head. Sarah climbs down from my shoulders into Monica's outstretched arms.
Monica, shh. You're okay now. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
She repeats that phrase over and over. It's okay. We've got you. Oh, nice attention to detail there. Nice attention to detail with that. Oh my god. Yeah, I won't be surprised if I wake up tomorrow morning to YouTube giving me a message like, "Hey bro, do you need help?" Believe I've seen that when I extracted base DDLC's files, Zach. But yeah. Her eyes wide and unfocused. Damn, bro. Yeah, that got you good, huh? Trembling as Monica tightens her embrace.
I won't let you. Not this time. I promised. I don't want to die.
Monica's words don't seem to reach her at all. That's okay. They don't need to. You just need to be there for her in this moment. Monica doesn't seem to care though, smiling through her tears at having saved a friend's life. I'm not smiling though. I repeatedly ask myself, why would Sayori do this? What would push her this far? Maybe think about what you said this afternoon. Maybe think about what you said yesterday. Why something this extreme? No matter how hard I try to rationalize things, I always come to the same conclusion. One that makes me sick to my stomach. It's daylight by the time the ambulance arrives. We both accompany Sayori to the hospital. Once she's admitted, we leave her in the capable hands of the staff there. Monica and I wait for a taxi to take us to school. It's the only way we'll get there anywhere near in time for the festival. Frankly, I'm surprised you're not late. Not that I expect we'll be celebrating today. Honestly, I wouldn't even go, man. Don't even worry about it. Monica. She's giving me one of those looks again. Hey, you're not looking at him, are you? The kind that seems to look beyond me at something else entirely. Exactly that look. So I need you to be quiet for a minute, boy.
We did it. We actually did it. We've never gotten this far before without someone, you know, dying. It was a close one, though. I'm glad this hapless fool was there. I'm not sure I could have gotten inside in time on my own. The lock on the door, it had been altered somehow, as had all of my fixes to Sayori's personality. I'd put everything back to normal, but it didn't stay that way.
Yeah, you're just a script kiddie. In the eyes of the script. Why are you about to lose your sanity, Sarah? What happened?
The guy came in useful again when he noticed Sari acting oddly. It made me recheck my corrections. They'd all been reversed. Someone, or something, is undoing my work and hindering my progress.
I was not aware this mod was going to turn into Keeper of Reality all of a sudden. And your eyes are lighting up at the mention of that mod. Just a moment ago, your eyes were lighting up at the mention of that mod. It was a good one, but I didn't know you liked it that much. Monika's evil twin. Numsquid.
I'm going to look into it, but I think we need to try to protect the girls without any backstage engineering on my part. So be on the lookout for anything unusual, okay?
Always.
We'll speak again when I have something to report. See you around.
Sharp pain fills my senses as I try to focus on what Monica was saying. Like a migraine from hell. Sorry, Monica, I didn't get a word of that. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. That's okay, boy. None of that was meant for your ears.
That's okay, Ben. Today's been difficult. I can't imagine what you're going through.
Wasn't gonna get any better. Now we have to tell Yuri and Natsuki. Like I said, honestly, I would just call off the event. Just don't even bother, man. It is after 10 a.m. by the time we reach the school. Festival prep should have been well underway by now. As you open the door to the club room, you see Yuri sitting dejectedly, clutching a banner for the festival. Natsuki is reading manga in the corner, quietly seething.
Monica! Ben!
Before Yuri can speak any further, Natsuki shoots up out of her seated position and rounds on the two of us. Ah, I see. How is that, Sarah? Because I know Zach has talked about it before. I know he's used it quite a bit, but I've never used it. Because I feel like if I do, it's going to become like my little side obsession with Stable Diffusion.
Where the hell have you been? Do you have any idea how long we've been waiting for you? We should have had the cupcakes set out ages ago. Where are they, Ben?
Natsuki. Hi.
You don't have them, do you? There I was, thinking you were dependable. Especially after Sunday. Don't tell me I made a mistake.
No, Natsuki. Listen.
Listen to what? All you've got are excuses. You could have at least called. Can't believe... Natsuki, shut the fuck up and listen. This is important.
I've never heard Monica swear before, but that certainly got her attention. Yeah, Debombre, you use character AI? It's life-changing, you say? Do tell me more about it. I'd love to hear your experiences.
Go on, Ben.
Natsuki. Yuri. This morning, Sayori. My breath catches in my throat. This morning, Sayori tried to take her own life. I can barely force the words out of my mouth.
Do tell me more, Debombre. For the better how.
Saying it out loud forces me to relive the moment. We found her hanging in her bedroom.
Yeah, I know that, but I want to know about what you personally have done with it. Because I know what I would do with it if I ever, you know, got it set up. You talk to anime characters, so you're on the same wavelength as Zach then. Hey, it's alright, man. It conveys your excitement for it. It conveys your enthusiasm. I don't have a problem with all caps. As long as you're not, you know, spamming messages, like, as long as you're not doing shit like that, I don't care. Yeah, that's the kind of spamming that I mean. I don't like that. So as long as you're not doing that, I don't care. I just wanted to demonstrate. Yeah, I can press keys fairly fast. Anyway, to continue. This is kind of a tense moment.
What? No way. No. It can't be. Because we.
Looks like Natsuki's come to the same conclusion that I did. Mm-hmm. The coder of the chat. Mm-hmm.
No.
She sinks back into her chair. We were able to reach her in time, but still.
Is she hurt? Where is she? She's safely in the hospital now.
You're missing a the.
She hurt her neck pretty badly. I won't go into detail. Thank goodness you were there in time. How did you know? Come again? I'm just saying that it's lucky that you arrived when you did, so early in the morning and all.
I wish I could do the same, Zach. I'm not that fast. I fat finger too much. Me hands too big for small keyboard.
Oh, it's just that a few things she said the other day got to me, and well, I couldn't sleep. And it looks like Ben here had the same idea.
Yeah, same idea.
Well, either way, I'm glad. I hope Sayori is faring well. She's in the right place for any help she needs. Yeah, you're right. I suppose we just have to wait until we hear something.
Monica looks hesitantly around. We still hadn't done any festival prep, and the beginning of the school event schedule is looming.
Let's just call today off, shall we?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
I don't think it's a good idea if we attend the festival today. Don't think our hearts will be in it somehow.
No shit, Monica.
I'll speak with the teachers. They need to be notified of what happened anyway.
I nod in agreement, as does Yuri. Natsuki just continues staring at the floor.
Okay, everyone. Let's all wrap up. Let's all meet up tomorrow at the club. If I get any updates on how she's doing, I'll share them with you there. Everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you all there, okay?
With that, Monica breezes out of the room. Wordlessly, Yuri follows suit, pausing at the door to take a deep breath. Natsuki is the only one left. Coming out of her stupor, she looks up at me.
Sayori, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Did she really do this because of what she saw? Because of us?
We couldn't have done anything more, Natsuki. That felt like such a lie. If I'd paid attention to Sayori's feelings, there's so much we could have done. Could have been more discreet, at least. I could have let Sayori down gently, make sure she had the support she needed. But no, the way she found out about it was to walk in on us Frenching in the middle of the street. Yeah, not your best move, buddy. I feel like a complete scumbag. Hey, it's realization's finally starting to set in, huh?
I know we didn't do anything wrong exactly. Then why do I only see her face when I look at you? She looked at me like I just stabbed her in the heart, Ben. And that scream, I heard it from the end of the road. It's all I can think about. I moved to put my arms around her. No! I can't! I'm sorry.
Damn. Damn, that is the look of pure terror right there. Like, holy fuck.
I want to, but I just can't.
She bolted out of the door before I could say a word. Nice job setting the mood. Nothing else, no exceptions. Yeah, like I said, they went too fast into this. And this just shows why. I didn't chase her, though, because in the end, I felt the same. I couldn't look at her without seeing Sayori hanging there, kicking and tearing at her neck. All I could do was walk home and try to tune out the guilty thoughts assaulting my mind. I wasn't destined to get a lot of sleep tonight. Yeah, this is the kind of traumatic experience that stays with you, my man. I just stay up half watching some crappy TV. Hey, it's like when I put YouTube videos on and I'm playing like Pokemon on my Switch or something. I check my messages once again. Still nothing. You're missing a period. I messaged her hours ago, but no reply has been forthcoming. This has been the worst day. Even as I think that, I can't imagine any day worse than the one Sayori's had. Or week, for that matter. Who knows? Have I always been such a crappy friend? I don't think he's winning today, Imprudent. I don't think he's winning today. Yep. Exactly, Zach. That's how I feel sometimes when I see some of the stuff in Just Natsuki. And then I'm like, I could never betray. I could never betray my one and only love. I could never do that to you. You mean too much to me. We don't need to hear that, Moniganda. I didn't say just Yuri. I said just Natsuki. I never said just Yuri. The only interesting thing I want from just Yuri is that Tetris game. And I think somebody's actually working on a submod that adds Tetris to Moss. So I think that problem is going to get solved pretty soon. I mean, in the base game, yeah, that is her defining trait. But there's more to her than that, man. But yeah, I like how he's having a moment of realization here. Like, damn. It's like, have I always been this much of a scumbag? I hope she's getting some rest. Eventually, in the wee hours of the morning, I drift off into a dreamless sleep. Oh yeah, Zach, I've seen it. The radioactive spider that gave Superman his, or not Superman, Spider-Man. I got my S-Man characters mixed up. Spider-Man. What's up, man? Good to see ya. Never thought I would see you. I mix things up like that a lot, man. Trust me. I've liked Natsuki since day one. I ain't Spider-Man. Never said you were. I said you were the radioactive spider that bit Spider-Man. Yeah, Dan, I've really come around on Natsuki over the years. She was my least favorite at first, after only playing the base game. Then I started playing mods like this, and I'm like, huh. Maybe I was a little quick to judge. Maybe I was a little harsh. So yeah. Even World of Dreams changed Monika's personality. How could you hate the Suki? You do know... Yo, do you know what Mortal Kombat is? How could I not know about Mortal Kombat? Like, bruh, that shit was a phenomenon back in the 90s. And that mod is the most Monika propaganda I've ever seen. World of Dreams, you mean? I mean, we're just kind of hanging out here in chat right now. But, yeah. To answer DeBombere's question, how could you hate the Suki? The reason for that, at least my, reason, is because when I saw Natsuki, you know, I interacted with Natsuki in the base game, I saw what looked like, you know, my the worst parts of my personality being reflected back at me. I'm like, oh, like, oh no. You're gonna go to sleep? You have a good night, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. Did you watch the movie / play it? No, I never played Mortal Kombat, but I do know of it. I know about its legacy. How it kind of kickstarted the trend of hidden characters in fighting games. And it spawned quite the controversy around it back in the 90s. I do know about that. It's quite fascinating. When fans of a character have to change Monika a lot for their Monika mod, you know there's something wrong. Honestly, I feel like that's part of the fun for me, playing these mods, playing different mods like this. What I like seeing when I'm playing different mods for this game is seeing different authors' interpretations of the characters. Like, yeah, we know how they should be from the base game. But I like seeing, you know, how different authors view the characters. It's what keeps these mods interesting for me. And why I don't exactly conform to the group on Reddit that, you know, thinks that every single mod has to have the characters exactly as they were in their canon appearances. Like, there's a reason these are, you know, works of fans. These are detached from the base game. They can be whatever the hell they want to be. You know? I just don't get why some people are so dead set on, you know, having the characters, you know, conform to how they were in, you know, the base game in every single mod. Like, you gotta have some variety to mix it up, man. Anyway, welcome back, DeBombere. The fact that some Yuri fans themselves idolize Act 2 Yuri and don't actually care about who Yuri is, that's just sad, and that comes from someone who isn't a fan of Yuri. Yeah, Act 2 Yuri is my least favorite thing about Yuri. Like, ugh. Like, I'm not kink shaming if you're into that kind of personality, but like, for me, Act 2 Yuri is just ugh. I think that sums up my thoughts on the matter. Like, oh my god. It's disturbing. It's not just weird, it's disturbing. Like, again, I'm not kink shaming if that's what you're into. I'm into some pretty weird shit myself. I won't even fucking lie to you. But that's just not my kind of weird. Mm-hmm. I feel you on that, Dan. I feel you on that. What? That I'm into weird shit? That I'm into some weird shit? That's all I said. I never said what. Yeah, and I'm not going into any further detail about it, because you don't need to know. Because I don't need to know what you're into, and you don't need to know what I'm into. And that's that. It's really hard and boring writing scenarios involving 4 characters who have such a small pool of reactions. Yeah, that's why I love mods that, you know, do some world building, expand on the world of the game, add new characters, you know, add new locations. Just things that go beyond the realm of the base game and, you know, expand the world more. That's what I'm here for. That's what I love about playing mods. Yep, I hear what you're saying, Dan. They absolutely should. They should still absolutely have that sense that, you know, they still are who they are from the base game. And if there are going to be differences in, you know, the way they behave or, you know, how they act, there should be a, you know, plausible, concrete reason for why that is. You know, something needs to have changed in their lives, or, you know, something, you know, needs to have happened that, you know, forced them to re-examine their, you know, their life and change. Something like, stuff like that. Like, as long as there's a reason, for why, you know, a character is different from the way they were in the base game, I don't have a problem with it. But yeah, if they're just acting out of character for no reason, then I have a problem with it. What is this game based on? This is a mod of the game Doki Doki Literature Club. If you've never played it, I highly recommend checking it out. Actually, yes, Dan, I have. I have played that mod. In fact, I'll show you. I have it installed. Right there. This is my mod folder. And as you can see, there are quite a few in here. And that's not even all the ones I've played. Because I've taken a lot of them out of here because it gets too big if I keep all of them in here. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am on Windows 11. I wanted to stay on Windows 10, but I wanted to make the use of multi-threading on my graphics card. So I had to go with Windows 11. Trust me, I'm not exactly happy about being on Windows 11 either. Because trust me, Windows 11 is so dumb. All kinds of things. Let me switch to random desktop. So let me right click. You see how this is like the default thing you would see on Windows 10 with one right click? Yeah. What if I told you you had to input a console command to get Windows 11 to do this by default when you right click? This is something you have to input a console command to change to get this menu. You literally have to input a console command to get this to happen by default in Windows 11. Normally, it would have some stupid menu that you don't care about, and at the bottom, it would go to this menu. There was an option on the bottom you had to click to get to this menu. So, you essentially had to click twice just to get to the menu you want. Like, that's how stupid Windows 11 is, and that's just the beginning. What? What? No, I literally used console commands to gut Microsoft Edge from my computer. You can see Firefox right there. Proud owner. Proud owner of Firefox. Been using it since like 2014, and I've never gone back. And I never will go back. Anywho. Hey man, you might call me a nerd now, but when Manifest v3 comes and disables all your ad blockers and shit, don't come crying to me when Firefox is the only browser that still supports Manifest v2. Just saying. Yeah, that happens with the chat plugin that I have. Yep, it's because I was on my random screen capture overlay. But, yeah. Like I said, when Manifest v3 for Chrome and Chromium-based browsers drops, and your ad blockers and shit stop working, and you become infested with ads again, don't come crying to me when I'm still on Manifest v2, because Firefox is the only browser that is pledged to still support v2, because they're not Chromium-based. The only non-Chromium-based browser. So yeah. Get fucked. Anywho. We've been sidetracked for a while. I need to watch something that isn't Omori. I don't remember if you watched, were here for the Omori playthrough that me and my mate did. Because I did one of them, if you remember. Omega. Thanks for hanging out, Radioactive Spider. You have a good one. No, I can't make you change browsers. And I understand if you like browsers like Opera. But just keep in mind what I said about Manifest v3. And if you don't know what that means, go do some research. Google is gonna fuck over Chromium-based browsers. Yeah, I highly advocate that anyone, who's still on like Edge or Chrome and shit use Firefox. Highly recommend it. I also recommend installing the plugin uBlock Origin for an ad blocker if you don't have an ad blocker already. And I have no shame in saying that. Literally since I have installed uBlock Origin, I literally have not seen one ad on any website. Ever. That's how powerful it is. Well, I recommend checking out the rest of the playthrough. I think we did just like the standard route, because we're gonna do the more freaky route on console someday. I don't know when, but we're gonna find time to do it. Anyway, we've been sidetracked for what, like 10 minutes now? We should get back into things. The next day's classes pass quickly enough, as usual. Before I know it, it's time for the literature club. As I enter the club room, I notice everyone else has already arrived.
Ben, you made it.
Hey, Monica.
Are you well? This must have hit you harder than anyone else here. If you need anything...
Thanks, Yuri. I'm coping for now.
Okay, everyone. Now that we're all here, I have an update for you. Sarah has had her wounds treated and is now able to have visitors already. I've discussed it with the principal, and I'm going to be taking some time off to go and look after her. Club meetings can still go ahead, though. Yuri, are you happy taking over as vice president for a few days?
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa.
No problem.
Sorry for my reaction, but I've seen that face too much in Act 2, and it brings back bad memories. Don't look at me like that. Don't, Yuri. No. No. Don't do it.
As your president, I will do my best to keep the schedule full and everyone happy. Vice President, relax, Yuri. It's only going to be a few days, hopefully, so take it easy. Oh, yes, of course. My apologies. Ooh, I went overboard, didn't I?
You do seem a little manic today.
Ben.
I mean, I think you'll be a great temporary president, even if just for a little while. Well, Dibambre, you missed Yuri doing Act 2 Yuri things again. You missed Yuri being Act 2 Yuri again. Monty's gonna go visit Sarah in the hospital.
Really? Oh my goodness, thank you, Ben! Vice President. Is that really such an important distinction?
Yuri? Yuri? I'm gonna need you to settle down. I'm gonna need you to settle down. Okay? Okay.
Yes, it is. Natsuki, are you okay with that? Fine.
And with that, club activities commence. That is to say, everyone sits in silence, reading privately. I try to sit next to Natsuki, but she scoots over so there is at least one seat between us. Yuri gives me a worried look. She's been looking at me a lot today. Does not inspire confidence in me. That does not inspire confidence, game. Monica made idle conversation with me, but I'm really not in the mood. After what seemed like an eternity, it's time to go home. After the others leave, Natsuki remains seated. Really? No comic antics from Yuri? That's strange. What's up with that? I turn to leave.
Hey, Ben. Can we talk? Period.
That's what I'm wondering. Sure, I tried to text you last night, but I guess you weren't up for talking much.
That's sort of what this is about. With everything that's happened, I just need some space.
Hey, understandable.
I don't think we should see each other for a little while.
You kissed twice on Sunday. I don't think it's that serious yet. Maud, your pacing is a little all over the place with these two. You guys haven't even really officially announced that you're a couple yet. A little while? What does that mean?
Till this guilty feeling goes away, I guess. Do you understand?
There are so many things I should say right now. Things like, no, that's a terrible plan, or we can't run away from our responsibility for this. I want you. I need you. Anything other than, yeah, I understand just fine. See you around, Natsuki. I turn around and leave the club room. Monica is amused. You see where this is going, don't you, hon? You have seen just as many mods as I have, because you've been with me for just about every single one of my playthroughs. So you've seen as much shit as I've seen. Monica, please help them out. Yeah, we'll see what Monica's got in mind. The walk back home is a long one. Most of my efforts are focused on holding back the floods of tears that are welling up. No Sayori to cheer me up. No Monica to center me. And now, no Natsuki. This is what I deserve. The music stopped. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm a terrible friend and a terrible person. Maybe I should have been the one in that noose. Boy, listen here. You need to stop. It's time to stop. Yup, fandom blaming the MC for not being the brightest. I mean, not exactly the hardest thing to figure out, radioactive spider. The next few days go by in a haze of numbness. I decided not to go back to the literature club. As much as I'd like to spend some time with Yuri, my only friend left there that was still talking to me, I don't want to rob Natsuki of her best friend and only safe haven. They're better off without me anyway. Boy, you're starting to sound like Sayori. Stop! Stop! School days become a hellish cycle. Wake, class, eat, sleep, repeat. Now you're making me think of that one mod from the Fleeting Feelings universe. The one that's focused on Sayori, just called Don't. It's one of the most fascinating mods I've ever played. The days feel indistinguishable from one another, aside from having less and less energy each time. Yep, something perfectly depicted in that mod. Any free time I have, I spend reading manga, trying to tune out the thoughts that remind me of just how worthless I am. The ones that tell me I should just disappear. I can understand that, Dan. 'Cause, yeah, if you have them, absolutely. Maybe it's because they're right. It's Friday. The weekend approaches. As I prepare to eat the same old lunch roll in the same old classroom, a familiar figure appears at the door. Hello, Ben. It's been a while, hasn't it? Hey, Yuri. I came to see how you are doing. I've been worried about you. I've been lonely in the literature club. All Natsuki does is read her manga in silence. She won't talk to me anymore, Ben. I know that feeling. Yeah, tell me something I don't know, Dibombre. Ah, yes, that must hurt. Especially after what happened on Sunday. I told you something was off with Yuri back when we were getting the Act 2 eyes from Yuri before Monica made that announcement. Sunday? Did she... yes.
that was the one thing she did tell me.
Alright, you have a good one, Radioactive Spider. Thanks for hanging out, like I said earlier. And you said you were leaving the first time. That is the ultimate question, Dan.
I can't believe things ended between you like this. You must be devastated. I've been thinking about you a lot this week. You've just looked so lost.
Thinking?
Not like that! Oh, a little like that. Please, Ben. Could we maybe go somewhere? Just the two of us? I can't stand by and watch anymore. I'd never abandoned you like she has. She abandoned both of us. I've seen how lonely you've been. I'm lonely too.
Period.
I'm crazy about you, Ben.
This can't be right. Natsuki abandoned me? I mean, I guess she did kind of shut me out. She wants some space to cope, bro. Settle down. It's not like that. Yuri's just being Act 2 Yuri. My best friend tried to kill herself, and all she could think of was how hurt she was. Damn de Bombre. Maybe it's for the best? Have I been barking up the wrong tree all this time? Yuri is beautiful, kind, understanding, and she's here for me. Boy, I'm gonna need you to stop thinking like that. Calm down and think about this rationally for a second. And yet, when I look at her, I feel not much, really. On paper, she should be the perfect girl. There's no place in my heart for her other than as a friend. Sorry, Yuri. That sounds wonderful. It really does. But I can't. I can't do that to Natsuki. And I don't think you really want to either.
Why? You know I'm right. So tell me why. Why her and not me?
Yuri? What the hell's gotten into you? Isn't she your friend? Speak some sense into those glazed eyes, boy.
I'm sorry, Ben. You're right. She's my best friend. I don't know what I was thinking. I haven't been myself lately. Not since...
Yuri, how about we just forget this happened, okay?
Yes. I think that would be for the best. I think I'm gonna go and see Natsuki now. I should see if she's alright.
Could you do something for me?
Anything!
Tell her I miss her. Oh, thank God, that off-key music stopped.
Of course.
Oh, hey, you.
Hello, everyone. Monica!
Hey, Monica. I didn't think you'd be in school today.
I wasn't originally, but I have some great news.
Oh? Your best nightmare starts playing? Oh, no.
Sayori is being released from the hospital today.
That is great news.
Isn't that wonderful?
For the first time all week, I can't help but smile. Sayori really is the glue that holds this club together. As simple as she is, I can always appreciate that about Sayori. She makes everybody's day better. Oh, I know, Dan. Oh, the old days of modding. Really? That's amazing. I mean, at least she appeared on the side with the door and not over here like she climbed in through the window. Or she was hiding in the closet this entire time.
Really, really? You should go see her tomorrow, Ben. She's missed you.
Yeah, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
Thank goodness she's recovered so quickly. If you'll excuse me, I have something I must attend to before class.
Alright, you have a good night, Omega. Thanks for hanging out. Yuri makes a very swift exit, no doubt flustered at what just happened. As uncomfortable as that was, I hope she's okay. Yeah. The school bell chimes to announce the end of lunchtime not long after.
Looks like that's my cue to exit too. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, Ben.
Missing period. She turns to leave, but pauses before doing so.
Oh, and Ben, good job fending off our vice president just now.
No problem. Mm-hmm.
For a second there, I thought your manhood was gonna do all the walking. I'm impressed. Natsuki. She's really special to you, isn't she?
Talking to him? Talking to me? You're giving him that look again. That makes me unsure. I take a deep breath, smile, and nod. She is. I've known her for only 2 weeks, and one of them was spent not talking to each other. Yet somehow I feel like I've known her so much longer.
She's so lucky.
And with that, Monica leaves the room. As she does so, the students for the next class begin to arrive en masse. I always love seeing people use that. And Monica, don't you worry about not being the lucky one. Because the real you is right here. Just where you've always been. Alright, alright, alright. On my walk back home, I feel more determined than I have all week. Someone tell Shara. A worthy opponent. Uh-oh. That's the worst feeling, D-Bomb Break, because it makes you feel just silly, silly, am I right? I know what I need to do now. I have a plan. I have a purpose. And nobody came. Yuri's advances, no matter how inappropriate, have given me just the jolt I needed to snap out of whatever that was going on in my head. Been there, done that. I've screwed up. I've been a bad friend. There's no doubt about that. The fact is, Sayori is alive. We've been given a chance to make things right. To squander that chance would be criminal. I can only hope Natsuki will come around to the idea. On arriving home, I throw my school bag down and stride up to the kitchen whiteboard. I wipe off the shopping list and old reminders that take up the dry wipe marker attached to it with string. Wow, dude's got a whiteboard on his fridge? How many of you have a whiteboard on your fridge? Wielding it like a weapon, I simply set out my to-do list, 3 bullet points in large capital letters. Go see Sayori. Get Natsuki back. Sort life out. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun to watch. Before going to bed, I receive a text message and I check my phone. It's from Natsuki. Miss you too. Can we talk? First hurdle cleared. Looks like Yuri was as good as her word. Had better get some sleep. Tomorrow's gonna be a brand new day. Unintentional mod reference. Alright, I think this is the last in-game day that I'll do, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I know it's only been 2 hours, but I got a late start tonight. What can I say? Birthday stuff. The weekend is here, and it's time to turn my plan into more than just words on a whiteboard. I begin the relatively short walk to Sayori's house. Beginning to piece together exactly what it is I want to say to her, when I bump into a familiar face waiting for me at the end of the road. Oh, hey you. Hey, Monica told me you'd probably be seeing Sayori today. Peace offering? She stands before me, brandishing a small object wrapped in tissue paper, which she thrusts into my hands. Oh, that is so cute. I unwrap it to reveal a chunky-looking chocolate muffin. I made these in home ec yesterday. They aren't as good as my kitty cuppies, but they're a solid 7 out of 10, don't you think? Oh, that's a cute nickname.
No, right. These were more plain than usual offerings. The quality was all there.
She'd taken a simple recipe and made the best of it. I'd say more like an 8. Ooh, such praise. You flatter me so. Conversation dries up a little and she starts to fidget, staring nervously at the ground. Eventually, she breaks the silence. Moment of truth. Oh, what do we do, Ben? I still feel guilty even being around you now. All I know is I'm even sadder without you around. Stupid boy, making me feel weird things. Knew we shouldn't have had a boy in the club.
You see, I've missed the verbal abuse.
I'm serious though, Ben. What am I supposed to do? I can't get my head around how I feel about you, everything I'm feeling about what happened. I'm so confused. I give her a warm smile. This is all gonna be okay. Why don't we go see Sayori? Together. But she's not gonna want to see me after what happened. I should just...
Natsuki, we can't run away from this forever. We have to face her, and I don't want to do it without you.
You're right. We owe her this much. Let's do this.
I offer her my hand, which she takes. Premarital hand holding. Our fingers intertwined, we begin the walk towards Sayori's. Her soft hand felt tiny in mine, but her grip was solid and firm. I never want her to leave my side again. But that's a conversation for later. First, we had to save our souls before we could save our relationship. Your relationship is barely started. Settle down, boy. Why does this always happen in Natsuki mods? They always rush into things. So we arrive at Sayori's house. I spot Monica waiting at the front door. Well, looks like we weren't the only ones who had the idea. Natsuki hesitates at the sight of her, gripping my hand tighter. I forgot. She hasn't seen Monica since that day. Yet she finds the courage to speak first. Hey, Monica. Long time no see. What's with the uniform? Oh, right. Yeah. I've got some catch-up classes to take this weekend, so I'm taking them while you guys are here with Sayori. I know, right, Zach? Like I said, I've noticed this trend in quite a few Natsuki mods, so it just seems to be a thing. Like, they always rush into things. And it just... I don't understand why. She looks down at our joined hands and flashes a pained smile. I'm glad to see you two are talking again. Are you guys... She releases her grip on my hand slightly. To be discussed, I think. She looks between Monica and I and then nods to herself. Yeah, that.
This seems to satisfy her for now, as she shores up her grip once more. Monica also seems satisfied with this answer and begins to walk on by.
Well, I'd better be going. She's waiting for you. See you later.
Bye. Well, it's now or never.
Right.
Both of us shaking a little, we step inside the house and head upstairs. We knock on Sayori's bedroom door.
Come in.
Even with something as simple as that, hearing her voice again fills me with an equal measure of joy and dread. Natsuki tightens her grip on me. She hasn't let go of my hand the entire time, and frankly, I don't want her to. Uh-huh. Once again, I gently open the door.
You came. It's so good to see you.
Sayori, we both stopped dead at the sight of her. I was so sure of what I wanted to say, but now, seeing her face again is overwhelming. Yeah, you knew what you wanted to say before Natsuki decided to tag along. Now everything's different.
Sayori, I'm so sorry. This is all our fault.
Tears roll down Natsuki's face as a week's worth of pent-up guilt and agonizing comes tumbling out all at once. Looking into Sayori's eyes, I can't help but join her in welling up. If we hadn't been so inconsiderate, none of this would have happened. You wouldn't have. We didn't want you to find out like that, I swear. We didn't mean to.
You guys don't mean what you were doing last Sunday, do you?
Well, yeah.
Seriously, I appreciate the sentiment, but you're pretty conceited to think this was all about that. Huh?
Uh-huh. Put them in their place, Sayori. What do you mean?
The truth is, I'd been planning this for a long time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Even Monty's rolling her eyes. She's like, come on, get with the program, guys. Do you not know your own friend? Yeah, it's your fault not to. Of course it is, it's your fault. Yeah, but are you stupid?
I just became so tired of living day in, day out in constant misery. I resolved to just end it all. But I didn't want to leave Ben alone in this world. I wanted him to have someone, so I had him join the literature club. Everything went perfectly to plan. Too perfectly. You two got so close so quickly. I started to become conflicted. I was worried about you stealing Ben away from me, Natsuki. That kind of conflicts with your goal, though, doesn't it? What sense does that make when I'm only going to kill myself anyway? See, that's the point I was going to raise. For that reason, when I was stood up on that stool, rope around my neck, I hesitated. I stumbled as I pushed that stool out from under myself. I failed to break my neck as a part of me, for the first time, was fighting to live. I had to live. I tried everything to get out of that noose. I was too weak. That's when you showed up. And she showed up. Ah, Monica. She's been so wonderful this past week. She's been like my guardian angel. She even taught me how to use makeup to cover up my neck bruises.
I struggled to take all this in. Was she saying that she wanted us to get together so she could feel better about dying? Yes, look 2 steps ahead for once, you moron. Read a little deeper than what's on the surface, don't ya? I bet you suck at chess. Sayori, I wish I'd known how you felt. Wish I could have done something. Anything to help. You didn't have to do this.
Ben, yes I did. At least that's what I thought. Don't worry, I won't be trying this again anytime soon. Because I love you, Ben.
Natsuki releases my hand and takes a few steps back towards the door.
I should go. Natsuki, wait! It's not like that. I thought it might have been once, but it's not like that at all. I just don't ever want to be without him, ever again. I don't want to kiss him or go on dates or anything. I don't feel that way about him. I just can't bear the thought of losing him to someone else, having him taken away. I don't know how to explain. Sayori, I'd never do that to you. I know you two kind of come as a package. Ben said once that he saw you as family. Family. Yeah, I like that. She turns to me. I guess you've always been like a big brother to me, haven't you?
Big brother? You're like a month older than me, Sayori. Yeah, I have to agree, Dibambre. That was a bit quick. Guess it has always felt that way, though. I love you too, Sayori.
Thanks, big bro. You dummies.
The silence hangs over us as each of us tries to fill it with something.
So, Natsuki?
Why do you always say the R like that at the end of my name? What? What? Dibambre? That's a B in your name, not a D. Yes, it sounds like that because as I will demonstrate now, I like to roll my R's. You have never heard of somebody rolling every R? That's why I say Dibambre. That roll sounded Spanish for no reason. Rolls R's in Spanish. I do it when it feels appropriate. I don't do it all the time, but when it feels appropriate, I like to. Because it rolls more naturally for me. Maybe it's a German thing. I don't know. You talk Spanish? No habla español. No. I took Spanish for like 2 years in high school, and that was the end of that. I didn't really commit much to memory. I no speak Russian.
You and Ben, huh? Jeez, I don't know. I mean, we haven't really...
Yeah, we kinda had things.
Oh, you too serious right now. Ben, you take her out somewhere and talk to her. That's an order from little sis. Got it?
But Sayori, you only
I'll be fine. Monica will be back soon. Besides, I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? You'd better have talked things out by then.
You ain't got the ability to speak fluent Spanish. Yeah, because I do not want to commit another language to memory. Most of the English I've learned came from YouTube, social media, and video games. Yeah, stuff like that can be a great teacher when you apply it right.
There's a nice new cafe in the old quarter that Monica told me about. She's gonna take me there soon. Why don't you guys check it out and give me a review? Jeez, fine. But not because you told us to or anything. Baka. Thanks, Sayori.
Natsuki turns on her heel and leaves the room.
Sayori, are you sure you're happy with this? Never sure, Ben. Just promise me you'll always be here for me.
Promise, Sayori. Always.
Good. Anyway, those kind of feelings, I'm kinda having them for someone else.
Really?
Oh, come on. You can't leave me in suspense like that. Who's the Ben, you coming or what? Get the lead out, dummy.
Natsuki yells from downstairs. I don't think it would be a good plan to keep her waiting much longer.
Have fun, big bro.
And off we go. I guess we'll find out soon enough, won't we, Zach? The old quarter was a short walk away from our neighborhood. Never been there before, but Natsuki seemed to know where we were going.
Ah, yes! I love this place. There's some great little thrift stores around here.
This must be in your neck of the woods.
My Nana got me this skirt from the one over there.
She points to a small, unassuming shop front. This isn't really my scene, but it's worth it just to see that great big smile on her face. Soon enough, we reach the cafe Sarah told us about. It's a small, independently run place with an eclectic style. They seem to serve a decent selection of small meals. I'm out of water. Oh, I know, Zach. Hey, why don't we get some food here, too? My treat.
Oh, feeling chivalrous? Shall we see if one of these thrift stores has a fedora for you to tip?
Those sound like the words of someone who doesn't want free food.
Whoa, hey, let's not get hasty now.
I'm getting better at verbally sparring with her. Honestly, I really do enjoy our banter.
Come on, let's eat.
I gesture for her to go through the door ahead of me. Milady. That earns me a well-deserved jab in the ribs.
Ugh. Dummy.
We enter the cafe and take a seat. It looks like we're the only ones here, so our food and drinks come pretty shortly after ordering. Whenever I've got the day off work and I want to go out for lunch somewhere, I always tend to go between the hours of like 1 to 2 in the afternoon. I find those hours are the hours like after the big lunch rush. So it's usually pretty quiet in most places that I've been to around my neighborhood. So, yeah. If you ever need, a little bit of advice, I don't know what things are like in everyone else, in the neighborhoods that you all live in, but that's just what I can say from my own personal experience. Oh, yes, I remember this.
Oh man, I am starving. Thanks, Ben.
We start to munch down our food in relatively short order. Natsuki really does have quite the appetite for someone so small. Yes, yes, indeed. There's the menu. Lunch, however, is the only pretense under which we are here. Hey, Natsuki? So, shall we talk?
Yeah. I guess that's what we're here for.
You know, Dan, that's a good point. Now that I look at the shading on her hair, it does have kind of a purplish hue to it. It's like a darker pink. Kind of like the one I used in the impact text for the thumbnail. It wasn't as pink as I did last time. I noticed that when I was making the thumbnail for tonight in a hurry. If you want to try Panda Express in Japan, don't. I don't know what that is, but I'll take your word for it, Zach.
Look, Ben, I have a hard time trusting people. Excuse me. That's pretty obvious. This last week has been hard for everyone. I'm sorry I left you to deal with everything on your own.
Me too. It's not like I put any effort in. I was too busy feeling sorry for myself.
We were both hurting, but all we could think of was ourselves. Ugh, we both suck.
I've probably heard of it at some point, I just don't remember it. But yeah, I'm not familiar with Panda Express. Guess all we can do is learn from it and move on. We screwed up, but that doesn't mean we have to keep doing it. Yes, yes. We need to stop punishing ourselves and just try to be better people. That's all we can do. I promise, I won't let you suffer alone again. I raise my coffee cup in toast. To sucking less. She raises her iced latte in answer. Yeah, okay. I'll drink to that. Clink. Silence reigns over us again. Natsuki's smile falters. It's clear that she has more to say and is having trouble getting the words out. Should I speak up first? Truth is, I'm just as nervous as she is. Trying to find the words to describe how I feel is more difficult than I thought. With a deep breath, Natsuki eventually breaks the silence.
Look, Ben, I think we both know how I feel about you. I let you have my first kiss for a reason, you know?
Her first kiss. I hadn't even considered that. And then again, that was my first kiss too. Yeah, sounds like about what I'd expect, but no. I guess Natsuki was the first girl ever to pass the Sayori barrier.
I like you. And I mean like you.
Yes, I know what you mean.
But
But?
I think it might be heading towards something more than that. So, I need to know that you're serious. That you're not just after one thing. I mean, if you are, it's okay. Just don't let me feel any closer to you. Because right now, I'm falling for you.
Natsuki, take a look at this. I take a folded piece of notebook paper out of my pocket and hand it to her. I'm not always as cultured as I should be, Zach. She unfolds it and reads the title out loud.
Summer Hope?
Hey, we have our title drop.
That's my name. That's how it's written in kanji.
Wait, are you serious? Are you being serious? Yep. And you're absolutely right, Dan. The mod never tells us that he wrote that. The mod never established that he wrote that. It just pulls that out of its ass in this moment. Why don't you ever read?
Summer Hope. Her name is Summer Hope. Her warmth spread throughout, felt through the wall around her heart. I'll never let her sun burn out. Her heart brings Summer Hope. Is there room inside for me? If I could just get through that wall, her love could set us free. My Summer Hope, my Natsuki. Random poem moment time because the game forgets that it has to have consistency? Absolutely, yeah. This does kind of just come out of nowhere. My Natsuki? That was the poem I was going to read at the festival. To confess to you there and then. I wrote that on the Sunday after you left my house because I wanted to give you something in return from the poem you gave to me. And the way it made me feel. Yeah, would have helped to have a little scene establishing that he's writing something Sunday night. You know, just something before this moment. Like, yeah, it's just it's just giving us this after the fact to explain it. But it's like, you know, we don't see it. You know, we still don't see that. Ben, this has got to be the cheesiest, most cliched idea I have ever heard in my entire life. Was a note in my shoe locker not corny enough for you? Jeez. Would it have worked though?
You idiot. It kinda just did.
She takes a deep breath, visibly shaking, but still wearing a wide smile.
I think I'm done falling.
Her voice had lost any hint of her usual aggressive tone. It had taken on that sweet fragility that I'd only heard once before. No bravado, no defensiveness. Just Natsuki. You had to do that at least once, Gabe, didn't you? You had to do it at least once. And you're just smiling away over here. Like, it did it. It did the thing. Sweet fragility. De Bombre. We hold hands across the table for a while before finally finishing our food. We settle up and stroll out into the warm afternoon sun, hand in hand. It just feels so right.
So, what now?
Excuse me.
We have the rest of the day to ourselves.
Honestly, I don't care, as long as it's with you. She lets out an embarrassed giggle and shoves me with her shoulder. What do you want to do, Natsuki? What do I want to do?
I guess I want to go to my new boyfriend's house, chill out, and read manga together. And whatever else happens, happens.
That sounds perfect. Boyfriend, huh?
Of course, dummy.
There's a difference? Because that's a silent S at the end, obviously. I apologize if I've been saying it wrong. I wasn't aware there was that much of a difference to you. So, I'm gonna have to plead ignorance on that one. Sorry about that.
Come on, let's go.
Natsuki, we've only known each other for a short while. We've been through so much together. And now we're starting something wonderful. I never want this feeling to end. Never. Ever. Okay. So the day just kind of ends there. We don't even really see what happens at their house. Feels like it was cut a bit short, honestly. I honestly would have liked to see what went on at at his house. You know, even just a quick little scene of them, you know, getting, you know, sitting on his bed together, reading manga, getting all cozy with each other. You know, just a cute little scene like that. But game is gonna game, so it is what it is, I guess. And I think on that note, we're going to call tonight's episode here because it is 3:15 in the morning for me, and I still have to work tomorrow, so yeah. That's where we will pick things up next week. Things got off to a much later start than I envisioned tonight, but it was my sister's birthday today, so things kind of just went that way. Good night, Henry Factor. Yep, thank you for the good night wishes, y'all. But yeah. Overall, I'd say I'm enjoying the mod so far. It's not perfect, but I'm still enjoying it for what it is. So yeah. Oh God, Zach, what did you send me? I'm gonna go find out what that is, because I only see like half of it, and I'm like, Zach, why? So yeah, I think on that note, thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.